Hello, hey sweet people, it's Foster from Inglês no Cru. Just real quick before we get started with the show today, I want to say something about Cambly. So I literally just went on Cambly and I used our promo code. They give me a free class and I just haven't experimented with the platform in some time, so I wanted to see what was going on, and it was super cool. Literally, I just went to the site, entered my information, and within like 3 minutes, I was talking to some lady from London. And then it was kind of complicated that I had to explain, hey, I'm already a native English speaker. But it was very, very cool. And after that, they send you notes about your class and give you follow-up information that is extremely useful. So if you are serious about improving your English, you got to speak to people. You have to speak to native speakers. And Cambly is a great way to do that. So you can just use the link in the show notes. Go to Cambly.com, use our promo code, and start speaking to native speakers today. Okay, let's get on with the show.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inglês no Cru Rádio. I am your co-host, guinea pig, the Brazilian one, Alexia, and I'm here with...
Foster, the American one.
The American one. Our daily basis of English.
Our daily dose of English.
Yes, our daily dose basis. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah, this is kind of strange, Alexia.
I know.
We have two things. So in the beginning of Inglês no Cru Rádio, we always said, this is your daily dose of English. And at the end of every episode, we say, keep up the good fight and lose well.
I don't know why I always say it wrong, both.
And Alexia has started, for some reason, saying, keep up the good work.
Yes, because you are the one who always, when you send us an email and you like the email, you're always like, keep up the good work or good work. And I don't know why this stuck with me.
Yeah, similar
Makes
phrases.
Sense.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair. So today, Alexia, we are continuing our conversation about a book I read called The Art of Noticing. And this is a very fun little book by an author named Rob Walker. And it is just full of little exercises and experiments about how to notice things differently, how to pay attention.
Yeah.
And today, we are talking about noticing when you are alone. So about being alone.
Okay. But what does he want us to notice?
A lot of things. So yesterday we talked about connecting with others. And this is about noticing things when you are alone. Because I think it can be, at least for me, it is very difficult when I'm alone. I want to just close my mind and I listen to a podcast or something like that. So he gives a lot of fun little exercises to kind of change your experience when you're alone. Yeah.
I think that people don't realize when we say being alone is not I have 1 hour per day alone. That's so good because my life is crazy. It's not that. It's really to experience the moment that you were alone.
Yeah.
And no, what I'm saying is that it's not agora eu posso andar em casa do jeito que eu quero, posso tomar banho. It's not that. It's really, really going deep into that.
Deep.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Something like that. Can I give you the first exercise?
Uh-huh.
I really like this one. So he recommends being alone in public in a place that is really it's not that normal to be alone.
Like going to the movies.
Like going to the movies or
having
eating
dinner. Yeah.
And I love this one because when I moved to Rio de Janeiro, I did not have any friends and I didn't really cook at that time in my life. So I went out to eat by myself pretty much every night. And it was awesome.
Yeah. And in Rio, you can be friends with the waiter or waitress in 2 seconds. So I always like to go and eat something all by myself. I don't mind at all.
Yeah.
I did that here. I used to do that here a lot. Going to Pimenta Rosa, which is a restaurant next to our co-working, and eat all by myself. Or when I used to work at Porta and I wanted to take a break from everyone and work and etc., I would always go all by myself as well.
Yeah, I was going to say I loved just like watching people and listening to Portuguese.
People watching is an amazing thing.
Yeah, and one time I was eating at this tiny little sushi place right beside my house, and there was no one in there. It was just me and the sushi chef. And then Rafael Infante, a comedian that used to work for Porta dos Fundos.
Now it's back, yeah.
Oh, cool. But I really liked him because I learned a lot of Portuguese in the beginning from Porta dos Fundos. And I was like, oh my God, this celebrity's in here. And then I recognized, like, oh, Alexia works with that guy.
And then he sent me a message like, oh, Rafael Infante is here. And I'm, okay. I just talked to him, but that's fine.
Yeah, so going out to eat.
Just one thing, Rafael is amazing, okay? He's a really nice person. I love him, and I think he's extremely talented, just to make sure.
Yeah. We saw his stand-up one-man show, and it was really, really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, can you think of other situations where you could potentially be alone?
At the beach. For me, it was the most amazing time of my weekend or my weekday when I could go to the beach all by myself and just listening to music. And maybe I wouldn't even bring my phone with me, and just being there and really, really like going to the sea and coming back like 3 times and spending 1 hour there. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Driving all by myself. I love driving all by myself.
Well, normally when you're driving, that's not too strange to be driving alone.
Usually shopping. I love to go shopping all by myself.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of shopping, but when I shop...
No, but it can be grocery or like going for shopping.
Going to shop?
Yeah. Sorry, going to shop.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, so do some things alone. It's normally not as scary or not as bad as it seems.
No, for me, it's freedom. Most times.
Alexia is very excited about this. Okay, can I give you one more? Mm-hmm. I really, really loved this little experiment. And this actually comes from one of my favorite comedians, an American comedian named Mike Birbiglia. Very crazy last name, Birbiglia. But he talked about this idea of making meetings with yourself. What do you understand from that?
Like having a WhatsApp group with you and yourself?
Not that crazy.
And then you can send notes for you?
Not that crazy. He was really referring to putting time like on your calendar for you to do something and no one else is involved. So he really used this to help him be more disciplined. It can be self-care. So in his case, he would say, meeting with Mike at the cafe to work on my improv sketch. And then he goes to the cafe and he's like, I have a meeting with my mind. And it's just a really different way to frame, or it's a different perspective of getting work done by yourself.
Yeah, that's very interesting because I know that Fábio Porchat, when he was going from Rio to São Paulo every time, he used to write all Porta's scripts in the airplane.
Mm-hmm. A lot of mentions of celebrities that Alexia knows today. Woohoo!
And then And then he used to say something like, it's the only time that I have all by myself, that my mind is fully focused on writing.
Yeah.
Because, Fabio has a million things to do per day. And he had to travel almost every day from Rio to São Paulo, Rio. And it's like 40 minutes, 50 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And he could meet himself there because there was no cell phone, no emails, no nothing.
Yeah.
So
I think that's kind of the point. He also talks about a related idea of making meetings with yourself. There's a very famous book about creativity called The Artist Way. It's by Julia Cameron, I believe. And she has this idea of making artist dates. So essentially having like a date night, but with yourself, doing something that you really like, probably related to like creativity. So, on Tuesday night, I'm going to go on a walk in the park and listen to music. Or on Wednesday night, I'm going to go to an art gallery all by myself.
That's very cool. Yeah, this is another thing that I love going to, and I like to not be all by myself, but to experience all by myself, mostly museums.
Mm-hmm. I love going to museums by myself.
Yeah, we can go together, but we can go into the galleries that we like the most, and then we meet at the end of it.
Yeah.
I love doing that.
When we go to museums together, we don't really talk very much.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, it's nice. So these are just a couple of ways, but I think it's really representative of when we are all alone, when we are by ourselves. That can be a little scary. So I think our tendency is immediately, okay, I'm going to get on my phone. I'm going to turn on the TV. I'm going to wash clothes. I'm going to clean the kitchen. But it's cool to do stuff by yourself.
I love it.
Yeah. So go out, make a date with yourself, make meetings with yourself to hang out and listen to podcasts, study English, go out to eat, treat yourself.
Yeah. Self-care, people. The most important thing nowadays.
Okay, Alexia, any last words about the art of noticing?
Nope. All good. So, keep up the good fight.
And lose well.
Bye. Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio aqui do Inglês de Necrorádio. É muito bom ter você juntinho assim de nós. Faz muito, muito carinho no nosso coração, digamos assim. Então você que está interessado em saber mais sobre os nossos produtos e saber mais sobre a gente, o que a gente oferece para vocês em relação a estudo, a challenge, a curso, vá lá no inglesdenecro.com e você pode ver mais sobre as worksheets, por exemplo.
Yeah. If you want to really improve your English, if you want to learn more about the ways you can do that and just connect with us on a deeper level, go to inglesnocru.com. And as always, keep up the good fight.
And lose well.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.